Hey everybody, Red X Rain here with another episode, hopefully the last episode, of Let's Play Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land for the Game Boy. And here we are in our final world, Syrup Castle. Now you might notice that there's still some of those trees at the bottom of that world screen from Parsley Woods, which, I mean, it's a really minute, kind of a small little thing, but I do like how they kind of interconnect the worlds. Like, it still looks like Parsley Woods, even though we're not technically in that level anymore. It's a nice little touch, I think, to keep things flowing sort of between world maps and courses. Real quick, these little things here at the bottom, they were in Parsley Wood levels before, but they always remind me of little Audrey 2s from one of my favorite movies, a musical called The Little Shop of Horrors. They always remind me of little baby Audrey 2s. And we can feed the enemies to these little Audrey 2s. But unfortunately, they don't have, like, an awesome Motown voice and sing or anything, but oh well. And so, yeah, we got some of those returning spiky ball things you gotta avoid. This is the final level in which they appear, but they're definitely the most annoying in this level, and they can really mess up getting the treasure which is hidden in this level. I guess the rule of thumb is just don't rush it. This isn't a very big level. You don't need to rush. None of the levels are honestly all that big, but you want to just be cautious and just know that they... yeah, that's the one I think maybe you want to rush. You want to just run under here as fast as you can, and just to avoid that one. Oh, see, sometimes they respawn, sometimes they don't, so it's better to just kind of you know, be cautious rather than just run for it and end up getting hit. Now, see, there's a perfect example. So yeah, we have a couple of pieces of treasure to get here. For being like the final world, there's actually not that many levels. There's no more hidden exits. There's only 2 pieces of treasure to get, and actually we're going to get one right here. So there's this block down here which contains the key, as you can see, and I think this is the most difficult area to find. If you just walk under here, it leads you over somewhere, here it is, to the treasure door, and that's the end of the level right there. I think this is the one that I had to look up a guide to find this, and it's a really interesting piece of treasure. It's a whale, or a whale figurine. It's pretty darn cute, but it's right up there with the weirdness. You can tell that, like, at that bottom row of treasure, they were, like, running out of ideas. You know, there's, like, really sensible stuff up top, and then it's like, I don't know, how about a football and, like, a baseball glove and, I don't know, a whale. Like, alright, sure, whatever. But so yeah, see, that's a really fast level. And now we're actually in the castle-looking area. Let's see what I can do with these coins. Yeah, no, that was not too great. I really hope I meet the minimum coin count to get the perfect ending that I'm going for here. But yeah, now we're very solidly in the castle. And we have these blocks here, which you cannot break. You can tell they look different from any other blocks that we've seen before. So, I mean, you don't have much of a choice to go in this door. You hit the little exclamation block, and of course that just moves them, changes the environment, and you can just get across here. Now, if you want, if you want, you know, you can hit these things and go hit the exclamation block again and go get those, but I already have the bull helmet, 1 heart, not really worth it to me. But you do want to have the bull helmet, or maybe even more ideally, dare I say, have the dragon helmet, just so you can move through this area fast. Because if you're regular Wario, oh my gosh, it would take you, or even honestly the jet cap, you know, you'd have to run into each block twice, so it could be a real time killer in that regard. You definitely have enough time to beat the level, but still, it's not something I would care to do, especially in a Let's Play. Anything up here? See, yeah, they give you the dragon helmet a little bit too late, although maybe that's just they're sort of taunting you. Let's see. I don't think there's any treasure to get in this level. I think it might be the next one. But yeah, we only have one more piece of treasure to get. Oh, but we're not done with birds, of course. And again, here, you want to just be careful. Just go really slow up the ladders, and then you can just duck and avoid them. At least there's a lot of room on these ladders to avoid the birds. There we go. But you also want to look out for these things that spit out like fire, these little statues. Ooh, let's see if I can make the jump up and around. Yeah. Ooh, I forgot about that bird. So I definitely want the jet hat for this next area. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to deposit a coin in the checkpoint here. Because these last few levels are a little tricky, I think. Oh, man. Shoot. I could probably just, like, kill myself and get the jet helmet again. But I think I'm just going to press on. Let's see if I can get this chicken guy to give me some coins. Nope, I threw the little spiky mollusk guy too hard, and he's not gonna respawn. Okay. But I wanted the jetpack. Well, and here's just an area that's just kind of fun. There's not many stars in this game, invincibility stars, but here's one, so you just, you know, zip through this area pretty fast. I could zip through it even faster if I had the jet hat, and I could just have, you know, jetted over all that lava instead of having to jump over it, but here it'll go at least. But, so, I mean, that area, it's nice to have it. And in this next room, which, I mean, it's not like it's impossible without the jet helmet, but it's certainly a heck of a lot easier. So you gotta, like, go way to the top, and then you gotta, like, really quickly push right, or up here you'll have to push left, and then, like, catch the ladders again. Again, with the jetpack, we could have just jetted over all of this. I'm kind of glad that they didn't do this, but I feel like this is also a really big missed opportunity where they could have had some of those, like, fireballs come out from the lava, just to make it a little bit more of a challenge. But, you know, especially without the jet helmet, I'm glad that they didn't. You don't have to worry too much about the timing there. These areas can be kind of weird. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Let's get that guy. So you gotta duck under those. You have to, like, manually duck under those axes whenever you see them. And there's others in this world. We get a little cutscene here. I mean, I guess this counts as a cutscene. And I didn't do that great on coins again here. I don't know, I'm coming really close. I think you need, like, at least... Man, I wish I could remember what the minimum coin count is before you reach the last level. I hate to say it, but I think it's somewhere near 9,000, so I have to make up, like, 1,000 coins in just a couple of levels. We'll see how that goes. Now, I'm very deliberately ditching the jet cap for this level, and hopefully these birds don't mess me up too bad. Okay, I got them. You definitely want to have, for the sake of the treasure on this level, you definitely want to have the bull helmet. And I think of all the levels, of all the treasures, this is sort of the puzzle that I think they executed the most well. There's plenty of other Nintendo games, Game Boy games, that really effectively, I think, hide stuff. I know one of the Kirby games. Oh, what's that one Kirby game for the Game Boy? Squeak Squad, I think, where there was, like, different animals that Kirby could ride, and you had to be... I mean, so sort of similar to the helmets. You know, there was, like, a hamster, there was a fish, and I feel like there was probably, like, a bird or something like that. Maybe I'll do a Let's Play on that in the future. Where, you know, you had to sort of be in possession of one of those to effectively solve puzzles, and there was, like, no other, and sometimes you had to, like, go back in a level, and it was really complicated, you know, puzzles, especially for a Game Boy game. Here, you know, in this game, we've seen a couple of times where it's like, oh, it's beneficial to have the, whatever, the jet helmet to get to this area, but it's not always necessary. But this is, I think, a pretty well executed puzzle where if you don't have the bull helmet, you can't get the treasure unless you, of course, replay the level. You can always replay levels. Speaking of replaying levels, I'm gonna deposit some coinage here in the checkpoint because, just because, these levels can, these last few levels can be a little tricky, just a little bit. Better to err on the safe side. So here's why you want to have the bull helmet. So you have to have the bull helmet to do that butt stomp, to break through those. I mean, it's pretty obvious that you would, they wouldn't just put those spring blocks there for no reason. They're there for a reason, but if you got hit along the way or anything like that, there's no other helmet, there's no other opportunity to get the helmet. And then we're in this room, which is a very, very specifically laid out room as well. So you need to have the bull helmet to get through here, and you do want to grab the dragon helmet. Hopefully this will be the last time that I have to use the dragon helmet, because I hate it. Because you can't get through these blocks any other way. I think even the jet cap, well, you couldn't have the jet cap at this point because you need the bull helmet to get even into this room. So just break away all of those blocks real quick, and I could keep playing with the, yeah, I think I will. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab the key up here and go back to the treasure room door, which oh yeah, big jumps. Stairmaster. And we get our final piece of treasure, which is actually a normal piece of treasure. It's a diamond ring, I suppose. And we'll deposit that right there, and just like that, we have a full treasure case. We don't need to worry about looking for any more treasure doors or anything like that. Not that we have many opportunities to do so, but we check out there. So this is optional, but I would rather have the bull helmet than the dragon helmet, or cap or whatever. So, oops, got stuck. So now we can just very easily work our way back and continue on our merry way to finish this level. And we have more of these, springboard. I think so, at least in the next room, unless I'm confusing levels here. Lots of ducks. Actually, the time is kind of running low. I hope this is nearly the end. Oh yeah, we got these little elevating and what's the opposite of elevating? Not de-elevating. Rising and lowering platforms, which are not too tricky. Just obviously don't fall in the lava. You can go up or down there. Doesn't really matter. They offer you pretty good opportunity. But there is one little jump here that's maybe a little bit tricky. You want to jump on it and then jet over like that, or at least run or do something, because I don't know. I've always found if you jump, you hit your head on the ceiling and you end up falling in the lava anyway. Okay, yeah, and so here we are. Another exclamation block, and we get another cutscene of sorts. And clearly something is revealing itself under this castle. Okay, alright, there we go, 352 coins. That's not bad, but I'm really worried that I'm not going to make the minimum coin count, that I'm just missing it. So what am I at, about 7,300. And this is already our last level, if you can believe it. There's a lot of coins to get here, but from what I remember, you don't get to play the gambling game. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. There are some perilous coins to get here. If I miss one or two, I know I'm cutting it close in terms of how many coins I should have at this point to get the perfect ending. Watch for hidden blocks like that might stunt your jumping. There's definitely coins to get here. You could try and stomp just that top block and then run to the left or right there to get, but that is so not worth it to me. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get all these coins. There are a lot of coins to get in this level, like I said, but no amount of coins is worth just dying for. You gotta make it to the end of the level to do anything with those coins. So hopefully I have enough. And I've been lucking out this level, this world so far, but I'm gonna again use the checkpoint because the final boss here can be a little bit tricky. Although I don't think he's necessarily the trickiest boss in the game. I think the ghost over in Parsley Woods is a little bit tougher, to be quite honest. Now, you can kind of hear it. There's a lot of coins to pick up in the air. You can't quite see them. You gotta listen for them. Oh, okay. But you don't want to miss those. And, man, they're just giving us a plethora of garlic to pick up. There's not that many enemies that can actually hit you, so it's unusual that they give you so many, but I'm not going to complain. So we get a weird little, like, different enemy here for a second. He's a guard. Very, very simple. Just sneak up behind him, run into him. He'll do a little run back and forth. Just jump back up on this block or any block that you happen to be near, and he's really no problem. The magical 3 hits, of course, is standard. And I think this even has more garlic. Yeah. I'll grab this one, too. Pick up some hearts. Not that we really need them. I got 42 lives. I don't think I'm going to fail 42 times at the boss. Little zigzag, ladder action here. Oops. And, got it. Nothing too tricky. And, what do we got here? Okay. Oh, I thought this was that was the final room. No? Okay. Let's give this guy a second here. And if you just sneak under here and just, as you walk, you just end up pushing them into the axes anyway, so you can do that. Alright, here we go. We'll pick up one last clove of garlic. And Princess Jasmine, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, no, that's not Princess Jasmine. No, this is Captain Syrup. And she is, well, she's not quite our final boss. Her Genie is. So the trick to this guy is that, I mean, pretty standard platforming kind of strategy. You got to jump on his head, but of course he's flying, so he's way up there, and he has a couple of attacks like that. But what you got to do is you got to keep throwing his lamp until it, there you go, lands right side up like that, and it'll elevate you high enough where you can jump on his head. Now, in that, and then, of course, for some reason, the cloud then turns into a miniature version of him. Now, if you're lucky, if you time it right and he's in the right position and you jump early enough, you can get, like, 2 jumps in. Let's see if I can do that here. You actually have to hit him. Oh, I hate when that happens. That is, like, the cheapest, when it stops right there on his hand and he hasn't even released his little fireball attack and it hits you anyway. But no, he does take 6 hits to the head. But like I said, if you jump early enough and maybe are able to jump back to the cloud, you can get maybe 2 or 3 jumps. I've gotten 3 jumps once, 3 hits in 1 jump. Well, one time of getting the cloud to appear anyway. Let's see if I can do it here. So that's 1. Give it a second to. Oh, see, I just barely missed, but it is. Oh no! Shoot. Okay. Try it again. And I only got 76 coins this time. By the way, she doesn't know how lamps work. You don't hit a lamp. That's a... like she just, like, pounds on it. You're supposed to rub it. You gotta show it a little bit of love and affection. Although this Genie doesn't seem to care. He's like, whatever. Although he is grumpy looking. Oh, that was lucky that it just did that on the first shot. Okay, 1. See, oh, okay, there, I got 2 in. And there's just, it's totally random, by the way, when this thing spits out its, God damn it, spits out its cloud. Ooh, this is perfect. I might get 1. 2. Shoot. Yeah, it is totally random when this lamp turns right side up. So you can actually very easily run out of time in this boss fight, because it can take sometimes forever for this thing to land right side up. Which is another good reason, I think, to use the checkpoint, because then at least you spare yourself the time of getting here. Ooh, nice. See, 3 hits. Oh, wow, that was it? Oh, holy crap. Okay. Well, all right. That's pretty good. So I got the lamp now. And Captain Syrup, she just gives up pretty easily, but she leaves this bomb behind. So let's get out of here. To reveal the underlying structure here, which is Princess Peach. Now that's a piece of treasure that Wario wants to have all to himself. The hell? Thanks a lot, bro. I'm just gonna take this off your hands. That was not even a Mario impression. I'm not even gonna attempt a Mario impression. Wario's like, what? That's alright, I got my Genie lamp. I'll just wish for another one. Oh well. Alright. So here we have our ending cutscene of sorts. And see, Wario knows how to rub a lamp. You don't hit it. And I'm sure the Genie will appreciate that. Yeah, see, he's nice and bright-eyed. One wish? What kind of genie are you? You're supposed to get 3. Well, So Wario wants a castle of his own. That seems pretty fair. You can make that happen, right, Genie? For money? What kind of genie asks for money? Dude, if I had the money, I would just buy the castle. Why even have a genie if it's like, you gotta pay me? No, there is an unspoken contract between man and Genie, and he just broke that contract. So, we total up our money here, and then it totals up all the treasure that we've collected. And this takes forever, so I'm probably just going to kind of phase out here, and then fade back in when we come back to the total. Ooh, we're coming really close. I need 99,999 coins. Oh my god, that's not going to be enough, is it? Damn it! Okay, I'm going back. Annoying. But this is cool because I get to show off like a little cheat here. So if you pause the game and you press select 16 times, you can't see me doing it, but I'm doing it. Okay, it brings up this flashing box. Now, with this flashing box, and you have to hold down A and B at the same time to do it, and then you can move left and right on the directional pad, you can change any of these numerical values of anything that the game has. So, as you can see, I can just up my coins for the level to 999. You can raise or lower your time as much as you want. You can give Wario as many lives as you want. So it's just kind of a little cheat. So what you can do then is, and this is what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to bump it up to 999 coins, finish the level. There's no point in playing the gambling game because you can't win any more than that anyway. But I just have to do that a couple times so I have enough coins at the end of the game. Alright, so I went ahead and did that, and so now I think I'll definitely surpass the amount. Definitely surpass the amount. Okay, so if it wasn't annoying enough that you have to watch all the treasure being counted, now it counts down to give you these big bags of money. So let me skip through this real quick here. Alright, and so for having the full count, you get 5 bags of money, and then for having all the treasure, you get that additional bag of money. So, with all of that, we hand it over to the Genie, and through the magic of money, which I still think is a terrible cop-out, let's see what we get. Right over there. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Nothing? Wario gets the power of levitation. Oh, yeah. We get our face on the moon, on the freaking moon. And Wario also has the ability to breathe in the vacuum of space to avoid solar radiation. I mean, he's like a superhero now. Alright guys, so that is Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land, and of course we got some credits to work through here. Now, I mentioned this at the start, but this is one, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first game in the Mario sort of world franchise to have variable endings. So depending on how much money you have at the end of the game, when the genie asks you for money, you know, you can get anywhere between 1 and 6 like sacks of money. If you have like, and so it just sort of escalates. I think the worst you can get is he'll give you like a birdhouse. Then you can get like a little boat. Then you can get like a little like cottage. I'm not quite sure what all the endings are. But the pretty good ending is you do get a castle, but this is like the perfect ending I was going for. So you have to have the full amount of coins and you have to have collected every piece of treasure. So that's what I did, because it's just best to show off, I think, the perfect ending, and it's just the kind of video game player that I am. I go for full completion. So from what I remember, these credits actually go on for quite a while. So first of all, I would of course like to thank anyone and everyone for watching. You know, every like is appreciated. Every subscription is, of course, more than appreciated. Every watch, everything, very much appreciated. So, whether it's just you watching this one video, why you would watch the last video in a series, I don't know, but some folks is like that, I suppose. But every watch is appreciated. I also like to take this time in any series when I'm closing and there's a lot of credits to go through, just to kind of highlight a couple of videos that I'm watching and do some unsolicited promotion of other channels. So first and foremost, I always plug Let's Play Sanctuary, which is like my home base Let's Play community. You can find us by, of course, Googling Let's Play Sanctuary. It's letsplaysanctuary.net if you want the actual web address. Without a doubt, the best online forum for the Let's Play community. Whether you make Let's Plays, whether you just watch them, whether you do both, it's the place to go. And so there's that plug there. A couple of videos that I've been watching recently. I've been really super absorbed into a Let's Player by the name of Roulette, and I'm going to throw up like a link here, a little annotation. So turn on your annotations if you turn them off, because you don't want to miss her channel. She does a lot of horror games, indie horror games, by the way, games that I've never played. I'm a terrible horror video game player anyway, but I love watching other people play them, and she's really fantastic. I've watched pretty much all of her videos in like a week or week and a half. So definitely a big plug for her channel. I've also come across this really good, and I know that these can kind of be like a dime a dozen. There's a really great Let's Play going on right now on Majora's Mask, a game that I actually have never beaten. I played it a little bit when it first came out on the N64, but I've never beaten it, and I've never found a Let's Play that I really like enough to watch beyond the first episode. I always mispronounce this guy's name, and so I'm sorry, but of course here's a link to his channel. Kasovsky? He's great, and he's doing this great Let's Play on Majora's Mask. And then finally, Raxby, who actually I really have to thank for this video, because I was having a lot of trouble with recording this. The recording software that I use was causing my emulator to crash. His name is Raxby, and I'm going to throw a link up to his channel here. He's doing a really awesome job on this SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Let's Play that I'm pretty heavily invested in. And, oh, just real quick. Perfect game. All right. But yeah, Raxby, check out his channel. He's doing this great SpongeBob Let's Play. And so I would definitely encourage you to watch that. I would also, of course, encourage you to watch videos on my channel. But, yeah, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.